boost your meal. So as you know, this is our weekly cook along, and we like to show off all of our fun taste bud subscriptions, all the fun spices that we get. And sorry, little man's in the back room watching something and it's getting loud in there. But we usually show off some recipes that you get with your taste bud recipe cards. But this week I was like, you know what? We're celebrating our Heritage Month. Heritage Month is the anniversary celebration of Pampered Chef, October 15th, 1980, 42 years ago. So this is the month that it all started, and it all started with the stone. So I thought it would be fun to commemorate that today. And show you just something fun that you can try in your stoneware. So this is the stone bar pan. I use it a lot. It's pretty stained. It's well seasoned, well loved. That's what I like to say. So what I'm gonna make in this, you're gonna kind of be surprised. I'm gonna do little mini sliders in it. Yes, I said sliders, hamburgers. We're gonna make some hamburgers in the stoneware bar pan. But first, I wanted to get started with the side dish because, you know, you've always got to, when you're gonna have burgers, you're gonna have fries, right? So I thought I'd show off one of our new fall products that I thought was a lot of fun, and we did this the other night, and they were so good, I wanted to do them again. So this is our Veggie Wedger, yeah, right, yeah. So I'm just using 2 pieces, dishwasher safe, top shelf. This thing is great. It's amazing. It has little guides on it. So as you're cutting whatever you're cutting, you can do onions, you can do apples, you can do other fruits. I'm going to do potatoes tonight. So I have got my potatoes, and these are just like, what are these? These are organic gold potatoes. These are great for roasting. This is what we used the other night, and I'm going to use them again, and they're delicious. So I'm just going to stand it up here, and I'm going, whoops, can you see it? Okay. And then you just push it down, and you've got perfect potato wedges. Okay, so I'm just going to throw them in my bowl here, and we're going to go through, and this way we can get these in the air fryer, and they will be cooking up while our burger gets done. And so it should, hopefully, if I time this out right, we're going to be finished at exactly the same time, hopefully, fingers crossed. And then I'll get to show you how easy it is to use the air fryer and some stoneware and have dinner ready in just a few minutes. And so, I mean, I know a lot of you probably are just getting off work and you're trying to figure out what to make for dinner. This potato's gross, so we're going to put that over there. It had a weird spot on it. So you're just getting off work and you want to have something easy, and I mean, I just went through this like an hour and a half ago. I was like, I don't even know what I'm making tonight, you guys, because what I was banking on was getting my new taste bud subscription and having it today, but sadly it didn't come. So I was like, well, let me just figure something out, and went with what we had on hand, and this is it. So we've got our potatoes wedging. I mean, and I'm just sitting here, it's not very hard. Usually Jake likes to help me with this. But he's watching a movie or something, I don't know, and he said he didn't want to help, but you know, he's going to hear me talking and he's going to want to come say hi. So if he comes and says hi, he will be very excited. So this is the last potato. So we have got our last potato, and I made a pretty good amount. I'm going to toss this and grab some olive oil. So I've got my olive oil, and I've got, Lord, I can't even say. I'm just going to drizzle some. I think that was like 3 teaspoons or maybe a tablespoon. I don't even know. Just drizzle it over here. And then I've got some salt. This is just some coarse pink Himalayan sea salt. I'm just going to drop that over there. And then if you haven't tried the new garlic parmesan seasoning, oh my gosh, this is so freaking good on potato wedges. But it's good on wings. It's good on chicken. It's good on pork chops. It's good on everything. So I'm just gonna generously drizzle it over there. I'm gonna set this back up. Give our wedges a toss. And they're nice and coated. And then I'm just gonna put them in the air fryer for like 16 minutes. That usually is enough time. If it's not, we can always add more. Not a big deal, no stress, right? This is a stress-free, easy Wednesday night dinner. And I'm just gonna pour them in the basket. And I can't bring the camera along because you're up on my little makeshift stand. So I'm gonna stick them in. You're gonna hear me. You're probably gonna see me. I'm gonna stick them in. I forgot to use my little handy dandy thing here. Oops. Stick these in the air fryer for, let's see, in there, little guy. There we go. Air fry, and we're gonna do 16 minutes. Okay, so we've got our side dish going, right? So all done, ready to go. We have got our bar pan. So let's make a slider. So first up, okay, I've got gloves because I don't like touching the meat and it's gross. It gets under your fingernails and ugh. So, got 1.5 pounds of ground beef. You're supposed to use lean, but guess what? I don't have lean, so we're going with what I've got. As usual, you know, because I always have like something crazy going on. So we've got 1.5 pounds of ground beef. We are going to add 2 cloves of garlic. And I'm just going to press our cloves of garlic. There's 1. You know what? I'm going to use this as my garbage bowl because it's empty now. I'm not going to use it for anything, right? Get my little, I did have my potatoes in it. If you guys haven't seen this whole set of these bowls, oh my gosh, get your hands on some right now because they are lifesavers. I use mine all the time. Like I can't even like get them out of the dish drain because I mean I have to dry them and use them because I'm like wash, use, wash, use, wash, use. I'm constantly. And they're so pretty. They're blue, my favorite color. All right, so there's that. Oops, let me stick this back in here so I don't, uh-oh. And see, y'all know I barely ever follow recipes, but I'm gonna try to follow this recipe. May or may not work, but we're gonna do it, okay? So we've got our garlic. And it says use fresh parsley, but who has fresh parsley laying around when you're trying to make a meal real quick? Not me. And I do grow my own herbs, but I don't think I have parsley over there. So I'm just gonna use some dried parsley. And it actually calls for like 1/4 cup. That looks like enough. I'm not like a huge parsley fan, but if the recipe says we need it, we're gonna use it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, guys. Okay. So what else? I need a finely chopped onion. I can do that. So we are going to get our onion. Oh, nope. The onion in here. See? Let's see. We've got our onion. It says a medium onion. And if I haven't told, I've told you guys this before, but I don't know if you've seen it before. An onion, usually if you want to keep from crying, keep this part on, the part with the little fur, the little hair sticking out, keep that on because that's where all your juices are going to be. That'll keep you from crying, but I need to use the whole thing. So the reason why is because when it grows in the ground, this is where it sucks up all the water, and so it's going to stay nice and juicy down here, and that's what makes you cry. But we're not going to worry about that because we're going to use this whole thing, and I'm going to stick it in the chopper, and hopefully it won't make me cry. No, it's not going to make me cry. We're good. We're good. Okay, so I'm just going to do like a rough chop on this to get it going. And then we're going to use the chopper to get it finely chopped. So, and y'all, you want to know something? I've had a chopper ever since I was like 19 years old. And I never have read the directions on how to use this sucker. But I figure I'm doing it right. I don't know. So I'm just I just make my little pile and then I move my chopper over to the pile. And that's how I've always done it. Right or wrong, I don't know, but this is what works for me. Oh, you might have put too much. Yep. That's all right here. We're going to half our pile here. Half. There we go. That's a lot of onion. It's okay. It'll be good. Okay. Got our onion. I don't know. I might just use half. No, we're good. No, that's a lot. I don't want that much onion. That might be a little much. All right, so I'm going to put my gloves on so we can get to the dirty work here. So I'm going to get my bar pan up. And so I had to print this recipe out because I looked it up on my phone. And now I'm like, I have to hold it way over here so I can read it. So we have got our, it says to use just like a spatula to mix this up, but you know what? This is your best tool when you're doing ground beef and stuff, because you really want to make sure everything gets nice and mixed together, because you are not going to want to bite into just a clump of onion, right? So, oh, I need to add some salt. Hang on. What does it say? A teaspoon. That's a teaspoon. And if you watch my friend Rachel Ray, that's how she measures. So, I mean, she knows what she's doing. She's got a TV show. So, she's got to be doing something right. So, I'm just going to mix this up. Okay. And our wedges are going to town back there. They've got 12 minutes left, and we are getting ready to get this thing assembled in our bar pan. This is the large stone bar pan that's on sale this month. All of our stoneware is on sale, so if you haven't had a chance to get stoneware and you've been eyeing some, had your eye on some, this is your chance. Get it now. And if you want to get it even cheaper, find your consultant and tell them you want to host a party, because you can get it on sale plus 60% off. Now that is a freaking good deal. So, let's see. Alright, so we have got our beef mixture, and it says just to press it out into our bar pan. So, guess what we're going to do? We are going to press it out. Wait, I'm a little sore. I'm working out earlier. Alright, so we're just going to press this out. Let me make sure. Press beef mixture evenly over bottom of large bar pan. That's what we're going to do. Alright, so we have got, I have never ever even thought to make sliders. This would be a great idea, like if you're going to have like a little Halloween get together or something, like a little Halloween party, and you want to do some like pick up food. You can do these little sliders and you can have them all ready. And I'll show you how we're going to assemble them here in a minute. Because I don't think this is going to take really long to cook. Alright, so I'm trying to just make sure I've got it all even across the pan here. I'm just kind of pressing it and making sure that you don't have any like super high spots or super low spots. And my glasses, you know, my glasses are falling off my head like always. Someday I'm going to get a pair that don't fall off. But until then, I'm just going to have to keep pushing them. Okay, so this actually looks really yummy. I mean, it's raw, but it looks really good. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so we have got our beef spread out, and we are going to stick it in the oven. I preheated the oven to 450. So we're going to put this in for, let's just go with 10 minutes because that's what it says, and I don't know if it's going to be right or not. So we're going to follow the rest of our steps. Now this recipe is super simple. Like, there's only, you know what I forgot to do, you guys? Oh my god, you guys, I forgot to turn the rotisserie on. So my french fries have just been like hanging out in the basket this whole time. So, whoops, I fixed it. That's like the story of my life. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Anyways, what I was saying was all of these taste bud recipes, you know what? Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. Anyways, I was supposed to put this in there. The thyme and onion, because I had some left over and I was going to put it in there, and I left it sitting behind this thing and completely forgot. So you know what I'm going to do? Watch this. Because it's almost like the 3 onion rub, and I thought the 3 onion rub would be really good, but I didn't have any, so I'm going to do this. Watch. Since we're just getting started, okay, there we go. Don't tell. Okay, so I just sprinkled some on top. It's all good. It's all good, right? It doesn't matter. Pampered, not perfect. So, as I was saying, all of these recipes always have like just 3, 4, 5 steps, and they're super, super simple. So this one follow suit. It's only 4 steps. And the last step, of course, is serve it and eat it. I mean, really, it doesn't get much easier than that. But so what we're gonna do is we're going to, I'm not gonna cut the cheese up because it says to cut it up into quarters, but I don't know how many burgers it's gonna make. It says it's gonna make 24 squares. And you know what? I'm gonna try it. I don't know. We'll just see what happens, right? Okay. So I'm gonna use the other side of this. And I'm just using this basic cheese. It's not like we're doing anything fancy with it. I guess I could have had some cheddar, but that's okay. So, I guess, so 1 square will give me 4. 8. And 12. Look at me doing math. Then 16. Jake would be so proud of me. And then 20. And then 24. So we're gonna have our cheese ready because this is part of step 2. So we don't want to stray from our steps here. And I'm just gonna use my little paring knife because it was right there and in my line of sight, so. All right, so we've got our cheese cut into little quarters. So we've got our cheese ready to go for assembly for the next step. Then we want to slice our buns. So I got these, the Hawaiian rolls, but I actually got the savory butter ones because I thought that would be absolutely delicious. But you can get any kind you want. It doesn't matter. I just thought these would be really good because I just thought they'd be good. So there's that. And oh, and I made some gluten-free ciabatta rolls, so I'll open those in a minute. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna cut mine first, so that way we're not cross-contaminating. And this brand is really good. So if you have this in your stores, it's really, really good. Gluten-free. It's gluten-free, egg-free, dairy-free, and it's actually delicious. So I think I'm gonna do 2 just so I can, in case I need some leftovers for lunch tomorrow. I'll put those there. Get a little sip of drink. So how many of you have ever cooked meat on your bar pan or your stoneware? This is crazy. I've done meatloaf in my loaf pan, but I've never done like anything like this, like a burger. This is crazy. I don't know what that noise was. Oh, you know what? I think it was my vacuum. I think she got stuck earlier. All right, so we've got 1 cut, and we've got, this is probably not safe the way I'm doing it, but that's the way I do it. So, okay, and if you've ever gotten these, I'm gonna show you a simple way to cut them in half to have them slider ready. Did you know this? You could do this. And did you actually know you could put this whole thing in the oven? I didn't know that, but I just learned that recently. But we're not doing that. Don't worry. Let me put these back. Okay. So we have got our rolls. And I'm just going to cut them. And this, you just leave them all together. And then you just put your hand on top. I catered a wedding anniversary a few weeks ago, and we did sliders, and we used these, and it was so simple to do this. So, and then you can just go back through. They're kind of sticky here, sticking to my bottom. And then you can just kind of go through, break them. So now when we get our hamburger out of the oven, they're ready to go. So we've got this. It says trim 1/4 inch, slice buns neatly at seams. Oh, so like if you were going to use just a regular bun, then you could cut them and make them smaller, but we're going to use these because we're just going to have fun little bite size. We're going to have a little fun meal tonight with these little sliders and fries. Can't go wrong on a Wednesday with that. So we've got that ready, got our buns ready so they're nice and sliced, ready to roll. Oh wow, we've only got 3 minutes left. I'm gonna throw this in the trash real quick and my other stuff in the trash. Clean up my mess real quick because we want to have a nice clean spot when we do our sliders. Oh my gosh, y'all, my sink. There's a little fruit fly in here. Where did this thing come from? I have fruit in here. What the heck? Put this cheese back. And I need to get out a pickle. Pickles, where are you? Because pickles are essential. They are an essential part of your meal. So put this away, this in here. Oh my gosh, everything's starting to smell so good. You can really smell everything like coming alive. So, all right, we've got our bar pan, pour off juices if necessary, place on a cooling rack, cut beef mixture. Well, you know what, I'm gonna use this here because this is granite, so it's okay to set it on here. And then we're gonna grab our pizza cutter. And you're like, why are we using a pizza cutter? Oh, don't you wish you knew? Because we're gonna cut our burgers into perfect little squares using our pizza cutter. Okay, open this. This ready, this ready. What else do we need? Okay. Top each burger with 1 pickle and 1 piece of cheese. So we're going, okay, I've got this. I've got this, you guys. We are about to be in business. So we are just getting our little area prepped and ready to go. Get these onions. Now, what did I say about those onions? They are strong. Strong, strong. So I gotta remember, okay, so we're gonna have 12 burgers, but we're gonna have 2 with my rolls. So gotta remember not to do extra with these. So, all right, let's check. 57 seconds. All right, so let me see. I'm gonna go through here and see if I can see any questions or anything. Let me try to get closer while we're waiting. Ooh, I see Mom's here. I know she's waiting on Jake. Here, let's just do this. We'll do it like this. Okay. Let's see. Linda, you are ooh, chili with a fixin' bar. Yum. Okay, I'm gonna steal that for football Sunday. I'm totally doing that. God, that sounds so good. Let's see, where are we at on the comments? I know, Shannon, I am so excited too. You guys, this is the first time we're doing it. It's so exciting. Okay, I'm gonna go put my phone back because I knocked it over before. Let me make sure I got it all set up. You guys can see everything. Okay. So, it shrunk up a lot. Who knew that was going to happen? It's okay, right? It's all right. They're like a little bit pink, but I think once we put it back in and get the cheese and everything melted, it's going to be fine. It's not like it's raw. I mean, it was only like a 1/4 inch thick to begin with, so we're good. We're good. And how about that? The fries. Let's make sure. You know what? I'm going to put them in a little bit longer just to get them crunchy. We'll get those spinning a little bit longer. Okay. So since I didn't use super lean meat, we've got a little extra juice here. So I'm going to hopefully and I know my other grippy things are downstairs in the basement. I have another kitchen down there and they're down there, so I'm using these little babies. So it's okay, I've got this. All right, so I'm just gonna dump out the juice in here because you don't want to dump it down in the sink because that would be bad. And you don't want it to be all like getting melty and gross with all these juices. Okay, so you can probably see it's a nice shade of brown. It's not like 100%, like it's probably about 85% cooked right now. Probably medium to medium. I'd say about medium right now. Let me use the back side of this. No, I'm not. Just kidding. Oh, I know what I can use. because I feel like it shouldn't be on the edge there. I want it to stay out in the middle. This is so fun, y'all. This is a new recipe. This might be something to throw in the rotation. Who knows? All right, pizza cutter. So I want to make sure I get these slices even. So I'm going to go down one time in the middle. And then I'm going to go down one time here on this side. Let's see. Make sure I'm getting it. Okay, so that leaves me 4. If I do it like that, it's 8. That should be, you know what, I don't even know at this point. My math is so not good. But these are going to be the cutest little sliders ever. I don't even know. Actually, we may have to make them a little, let's see. 4 and 4, that's 16. Close enough, right? Actually, no, you know what? Because they're supposed to be smaller, and I'm going to do the ends, because the ends got a little extra here for some reason. Okay, so I'm going to separate them so they don't get stuck together when I'm doing the cheese thing here. Okay, now I got to change forks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 24. Look at that. I'm a genius. Alright, so we're going to put our cheese. This is actually part of step 3. So we're going to, you know what? No. I want to do the pickle first because I want the cheese to melt on top of the pickle. They didn't put that in there. They just said 1 pickle and 1 cheese, but you know what? It would make sense to do the pickle first, then your cheese. So your cheese will melt on top of your pickle. These pickles are kind of big. This probably isn't super exciting to watch, but it's fun, right? I mean, we're doing something completely different. Something that we have never done before on this show. Huh. That was funny. Note to self, next time, don't get the big giant pickles. Well, these are just like hamburger slices, so I thought they would be good to use. One here, let me rinse my hands. Okay. So I guess it's not like the slowest meal to make, but it's not super fast. But this is fun because it's something we've never done before. All right, so back to our cheese. Put our cheese in. And another cool thing about this I just thought of is that when you take these things out of the oven, the bar pan is super hot. So it's still kind of cooking because these pans retain their heat. The Stoneware retains its heat so much. Like, I mean, you take a pizza out of the oven and it is hot like a week later. I'm just kidding, not a week. But it's hot like all evening long and it takes forever for your pizza to cool. So we always have to take the pizza out and then I cut it and then I like kind of slide it apart so it has time to cool because it's for real, it is hot. These little slices, I don't know. A little small, but that's okay. It's okay. Obviously, I didn't cut my hamburger squares exactly square, but it's okay because we got 24 of these little suckers like they told us to. They told us. This one's still together. Okay. Fries are done again. Again. Alright, that just means I'm going slow, I guess. I'm sorry. And hopefully you guys are, getting an idea of how, different ways you can use your bar pan because this is something that I never, ever, ever would have thought of before. So I'm going to actually do 2 with that one and 2 with this one. And then we're going to go 2. These are my ciabatta rolls, my gluten-free ones. So we're gonna have 2 burgers there. Then we're gonna take 1, 2, 1, 2. This is just put a top and a bottom on each one, so that's what we're doing. So we've got a bottom and a top, because what you're gonna do, basically, you're making like little mini double cheeseburger sliders. Top and the bottom. So let's see, we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 4 left over, but that's just because I'm using my gluten-free ones. Otherwise, it would be perfect. It would be the exact right amount. So let's take this out, and it says, okay, ooh, cover a bar pan with aluminum foil. I'll be right back. Okay, aluminum foil. Forgot about that step. Good thing I had some, because sometimes I don't have it. So we're going to cover it with this. Cover bar pan and bake 3 to 5 minutes more or until the cheese is melted. So let me put this back in here. Okay, that back in there. Oh. All right, so 5 minutes for that. Let's get our fries. Okay. Let me get something to put them in. Hold on. So this is like really how I cook. Like this is every night. Like I'm scatterbrained. I don't follow recipes and I get it done. I mean, that's all we can ask for, right? We just try to do it. So, oh my gosh. These look perfect. Perfect, perfect. And if you've never used your air fryer and the rotisserie basket, now is the time, because these little potatoes are so good. Oh my gosh, you guys, they're so good. But this thing gets hot, so I'm just gonna use my little grabber router here and just show you. And they don't stick, like they really just don't stick. And this thing, all you do is throw it in the dishwasher and it cleans right up. And what I do, I put a little bit of that power wash stuff on it and then throw it in, and it's perfect every time. So we've got that. Oh, this little guy stuck in there. Where did he come from? We're gonna put some, oh my gosh, you guys, look, it's coming together. Let's get some salt. Just sprinkle some salt over them. Then I'm gonna leave the pickles out yeah, because you know what? Those guys of mine like pickles, and they're gonna want extras, so. All right, let's check on our, ooh, I got a mess going on over here, you guys. So, remember, get your Stoneware this month, it's 15% off. If you are in my VIP group, I've got a little something special coming up this weekend. I know some of the other consultants are running some specials coming up too, so make sure you reach out to them. If you want to get it 60% off, and this is also Stoneware. This is one of the Stoneware serving platters. You can actually cook right on this. You throw whatever dish in here, whatever meal, throw it in the oven, and it comes right out and it looks beautiful. So for the holidays, Thanksgiving, this is a beautiful, beautiful piece. You have the large one and the small one. So, oh, but what I was saying, duh. If you want to get it for 60% off, just reach out to your consultant and host a party this month. Super simple. Your consultant will do most of the work. You just got to invite your friends, have some fun, and then you earn all the things. So, I mean, what more could there be, right? I mean, you just get the free stuff, you get the discounts, and you get to have a fun party, you get to hang out with your friends, and it's all online. You don't have to like clean your house, clean your kitchen, none of that crazy stuff, and just have some fun. All right, so I put them in for 5 minutes because I wasn't sure, like I was gonna let the burger part cook too. So Let's just check. All right, we'll wait another minute. But this recipe, I found this is on the Pampered Chef website. Surprisingly, I was just going through trying to come up with a new idea, a new twist on stoneware and a way to have fun with your weeknight dinner, just something different. And this was there, classic mini cheeseburgers. 4 steps. You can add anything you want, really. If you want to do just regular hamburgers, you could do cheeseburgers, you could do Tex-Mex burgers, throw in like a little bit of the Southwest seasoning, or the maybe some Chipotle burgers. You could use ground chicken, do some buffalo chicken burgers or sliders. But remember, if you're going to do chicken, you're probably going to want to cook it a little bit more than the initial 10 minutes because remember, it was still not completely done. And you want to make sure that your chicken is done because nobody wants to eat raw chicken. That's gross. So, so I hope you guys are, like, this has been informational, fun, you've learned something, because I know I definitely have. This is something I never would have thought to try, so I'm so glad that I'm trying it with you guys live. And seriously, the first time I've ever done this, and I mean, yeah, it's taken like 35 minutes, but it's because I'm talking and we're having fun and, you know, sharing ideas and things. So, here we go. Now I know where Jake gets it from. He says so all the time. Okay. You guys. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is the cutest. These are the cutest little burgers I've ever seen in my life. Not with sunglasses on. Oh my gosh, you guys. They are so stinking cute. Hold on. I am so hungry now. Oh my gosh, y'all. Look how cute they are. Oh my gosh. You can't see them. I'm gonna put them right. Oh, wait a minute. I have to get my little spatula out. Or flipper, or whatever this thing is. I think I can use this thing. Alright, so we've got a bottom here. I'm gonna put the bottom here. Oops, I lost my burger. Try to work in limited space here. Okay, so we've got our burger. We'll set him here. Then we've got our top. Of course, I would drop the first one because I'm so excited about it. Okay, let's do bottom here. And a top. Y'all, they are so cute. Oh my gosh. And it's easy. I'm just using this. I'm picking one side up. I'm going to set it down. Ooh, you know what I'm going to do? Make it cute. It's all about presentation with me. I'll put my fries in the middle. Put this here. Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. I know, I just get excited over food, you guys. This is just so, they're like mini double cheeseburgers for real. Who would have thought? I probably could have drained them a little better because they're a little bit juicy, but I mean, juicy hamburgers are good, right? I love a juicy hamburger. All right, there's that. Oh my gosh, you guys, they are so cute. I know, cute is probably not the right word for a burger, but whatever. They're cute to me. I don't know why these big ones, oh I know, because they're double. They're 2 meats. We've got our 2 meat burgers over here. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for this to be done so I can show you. Okay, and this is actually a little tricky. I don't know why, I should have did it the other way. That's okay, because I'm gonna do this guy here, and this guy here. This is so cool. Who would have thought you could have this much fun making hamburgers?
Mama?
What, Jake?
Can we please have a snack?
Guess what? Dinner's ready. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Here he comes. He's here to make his appearance, everybody. What do you think? What do you think, bud? Oh, he's hiding. I guess he's shy tonight. Shy Jake, right? Are you shy?
No.
No. Where'd you go? Guess he's being shy. All right, rinse your hands. You guys, look how stinking cute is this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I am bringing my phone over here so you guys can see it. Y'all, this is so cool. All right, let me spin it around. How do I spin it? There we go. Spin it. Look at how adorable they are, you guys. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I love it when it turns out. Oh my God, I was so nervous that it wasn't gonna do what it was supposed to, but it did. This is a super simple recipe, 4 steps. So my mouth is watering. My mouth is watering, and so is Jake's, right? Say hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
All right, guys, we're gonna go eat dinner. So hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you real soon. Bye, guys.
This one.